The doctor has brought along a PR man in an attempt to control what information gets out. Control? They have no idea how much Jesse Ventura already knows about the government's plans.
When you started walking up, I started turning to her and said, I think that's Jesse Ventura. And well, you got it right. Anyway, what's going on down here?
We have developed a comprehensive program where we will relocate people.
And how long have they been living here?
Some of these houses along the coast have been here for over 150 years.
Hey, it ain't so easy moving families with roots that deep.
Hard on, they can't see the emblem. They probably think we're beating smokers. Surprised we didn't get something thrown at us.
That's why I wore my Lisbon shirt.
I guess it's all a joke to them. I wasn't sure what to make of Dr. Reese and Dr. Reese's assistant. I had to get them to admit just how far the depopulation would go.
Obviously, after Katrina, it was sort of a wake-up call that maybe this is not the area that we want to spend the rest of our lives in.
What about the corporations? What about the oil industry? Will they be asked to move out of here too?
No, this is strictly residential.
No, this is for the people.
Ha! Got 'em. Big business stays? To hell with the little guy. So what will happen to fishing down there? It's dead then, right? If it's depopulated, of course.
If you look at our program, in addition to the buyouts, there is a lot of environmental restoration that is proposed as part of this too.
Won't they all get wrecked again if a big storm comes in?
You can make that claim, then why move people out?
I think this is a national discussion that has begun.
A national discussion? Let's discuss this. How do you answer Judge says U.S. liable in Katrina, ruling finds that gross negligence by the Army Corps of Engineers led to levee breaks in New Orleans?
That is a issue that is a national issue for the Corps of Engineers. We can't discuss it.
Can't discuss it? I thought they were the Corps of Engineers. It was time to hit them with Daniel's information. The $1.2 billion program to depopulate the Mississippi coast. And the secret $40 billion plan to clear out Louisiana. What I'm getting is they want to depopulate this area so that they can turn it loose to corporate interests.
Every turn of the
oil industry. Well, you got $40 billion.
No, we don't have $40 billion.
Well, you're requesting $40 billion to relocate.
No. That's incorrect.
That's incorrect. So when they say to be included in the overall plan is $40 billion to spend on the Mississippi coast, part of this would be a voluntary buyout of 17,000 houses in Mississippi, particularly in Bay St. Louis, east of New Orleans. The Corps said it is likely to extend the plan to New Orleans and Louisiana.
I don't believe the court said that, but...
I've not heard that thing.
So you don't anticipate the cost going to $40 billion?
I can answer that question.
Yeah. There's a lot of important issues they just can't answer, but they can't hide. I have in front of me an article stating that we've allocated $40 billion to move people out of here.
No, that's not true.
That's not true?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. First, they deny the depopulation program exists. Then Dr. Reese lets it slip that the $40 billion plot isn't fiction after all. Depopulation, getting rid of all of us undesirables, starving, killing off all of us who aren't part of their elite, ruining the environment, maybe even triggering a new ice age, all so the oil companies can keep drilling. It's all bubbling under out there in the Gulf. The only question is, when?
No, that's not true.
That's not true?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. They say the well's been tapped and everything's going to be fine. You really believe that? British Petroleum, the government, the corporations, they've all been lying from the start. They've had plans for the Gulf way before the spill. People who called Katrina a conspiracy were ridiculed. Well, no one's laughing now. We exposed the government's depopulation program in the Gulf. They don't even try to deny it. What's next? That's what you ought to be worried about. I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is Conspiracy Theories.